Ferrari. Just the name brings up pictures of speed, power, and beauty. It's a brand that has become synonymous with excellence and high performance. When you think of Ferrari, you think of the pinnacle of automotive engineering, a perfect blend of art and science. The sleek lines, the roaring engines, the unmistakable prancing horse logo, all these elements come together to create something truly extraordinary. That loud engine sound gives you chills. It's a symphony of power and precision, a testament to the craftsmanship and dedication that goes into every Ferrari. The roar of the engine is not just noise, it's music to the ears of car enthusiasts around the world. It's a sound that signifies not just speed, but a relentless pursuit of perfection. It's not just a car, it's an experience, a symbol. A Ferrari is a statement, a declaration of passion and ambition. Driving a Ferrari is about more than just getting from point A to point B. It's about the journey, the thrill, and the sheer joy of being behind the wheel of a masterpiece. It's about feeling the road beneath you and the power at your fingertips. A legend made on the racetrack and shaped by a desire for perfect cars. Ferrari's legacy is built on a foundation of racing excellence. From the early days of motorsport to the modern era, Ferrari has always been at the forefront, pushing the boundaries of what is possible. The racetrack is where Ferrari's mettle is tested and proven, where legends are born and history is made. But how did it all start? How did a small Italian company started after World War II become so famous for great cars? The story of Ferrari is one of vision, determination, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. It all began in the small town of Maranello, Italy, a place that would become synonymous with automotive brilliance. How did a small Italian company, started after World War II, become so famous for great cars? The journey was not easy, but it was driven by a man with a dream. Enzo Ferrari, a man who loved cars and had a big dream, decided to build more than just cars. He wanted to create something that would stand the test of time, something that would be remembered for generations. Our story goes back to 1947, to Maranello, Italy, a town damaged by war. In the aftermath of World War II, Maranello was a place of rebuilding and renewal. It was here that Enzo Ferrari set up his factory, laying the groundwork for what would become one of the most iconic brands in the world. The early years were tough, but they were also filled with hope and ambition. Enzo Ferrari, a man who loved cars and had a big dream, decided to build more than just cars. He wanted to build legends. Enzo's vision was clear: to create cars that were not just machines but works of art. He believed in pushing the limits, in striving for perfection, and in never settling for anything less than the best. His passion and dedication were the driving forces behind Ferrari's success. He wanted to build legends, and wow, did he ever! Enzo Ferrari's dream became a reality, and his cars quickly gained a reputation for excellence. From the racetrack to the showroom, Ferrari became a name that was synonymous with quality, performance, and style. The early designs and blueprints laid the foundation for a legacy that continues to this day. And wow, did he ever! From that small start, the Ferrari horse would win races and capture hearts all over the world. Ferrari's success on the racetrack translated into success off the track as well. The brand's victories in major races helped to cement its reputation as a leader in the automotive world. Each win was a testament to the skill, dedication, and passion of the Ferrari team. From that small start, the Ferrari horse would win races and capture hearts all over the world. This isn't just a story about car parts and speed. It's about passion, hard work, and the desire to make beautiful cars. It's about the people who worked hard to make cars that weren't just for driving, but for experiencing. The story of Ferrari is a story of dreams realized and goals achieved. This isn't just a story about car parts and speed. It's about passion, hard work, and the desire to make beautiful cars. It's about the people who worked hard to make cars that weren't just for driving but for experiencing. The craftsmen, the engineers, the designers, all played a crucial role in bringing Enzo Ferrari's vision to life. Their dedication and skill are evident in every detail of every car. It's about passion, hard work, and the desire to make beautiful cars. It's about the people who worked hard to make cars that weren't just for driving, but for experiencing. The story of Ferrari is a story of dreams realized and goals achieved. It's a story of innovation, creativity, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. It's a story that continues to inspire and captivate people around the world. It's about the people who worked hard to make cars that weren't just for driving, but for experiencing. So, get ready for an exciting journey through Ferrari's history. Prepare to be amazed. As we delve into the rich history of Ferrari, we'll explore the milestones, the challenges, and the triumphs that have shaped this iconic brand. We'll meet the people who made it all possible and discover the passion that drives Ferrari to this day. So, get ready for an exciting journey through Ferrari's history. Prepare to be amazed. From the early days in Maranello to the global powerhouse it is today, Ferrari's story is one of innovation, determination, and a relentless pursuit of perfection. Join us as we celebrate the legacy of Ferrari and the incredible journey that has made it a symbol of excellence and passion in the automotive world. Enzo Ferrari's journey wasn't easy. It took a lot of hard work, determination, and belief in his dream. Starting as a small racing team, Scuderia Ferrari, Enzo's cars quickly got attention. Wins followed, and with each win, the story of the Ferrari horse grew. But Enzo wanted more than racing. He wanted to share his love of fast cars with everyone. So in 1947, the first car with the Ferrari name, the 125S, came out of the factory. It was beautiful, a mix of metal and power. The car world had never seen anything like it. From then on, there was no stopping Ferrari. It became known for luxury, speed, and being special. The Ferrari horse became a symbol of wanting something great, a badge worn proudly by those lucky enough to own one. The sound of a Ferrari engine became a call to speed lovers, heard on streets and racetracks worldwide. But Ferrari is more than just a car company. It's a story of human ambition, of trying to do what seems impossible. It's about the drivers, the engineers, the designers, the mechanics, the people who worked hard to make something special. Ferrari's story goes beyond racing and showrooms. It's part of our culture, inspiring movies, books, and art. The sound of a Ferrari engine is instantly recognizable, giving chills to car lovers and everyone else. So, as we explore Ferrari's history, get ready to be fascinated. We'll look at the famous models, the new technology, the legendary drivers, and the unforgettable wins that made Ferrari famous. It's a story of passion, speed, and the desire for perfect cars. Let's begin. Our story begins, not on a racetrack, but in the heart of a young boy. This boy, with wide eyes and a curious mind, found himself enchanted by the world of automobiles. Every car that passed by seemed like a marvel of engineering and speed, capturing his imagination and fueling his dreams. Enzo Ferrari, born in 1898 in Modena, Italy, loved cars. Growing up in this picturesque town, he was surrounded by the rich culture and history of Italy, which only added to his fascination with the mechanical wonders of his time. Imagine 10-year-old Enzo watching his first car race. The excitement in the air was palpable, the roar of the engines was like music to his ears, and the sight of the sleek, powerful machines racing by left an indelible mark on his young mind. The loud engines, the smell of burning rubber, the whole show, it started a passion in him that would never go out. This was more than just a fleeting interest, it was the beginning of a lifelong obsession that would drive him to achieve greatness. Enzo's early life wasn't easy. Despite the beauty of his surroundings, life in early 20th century Italy was fraught with challenges. His family faced numerous hardships, but these struggles only served to strengthen his resolve. World War I took his father and brother. The loss was devastating, leaving a young Enzo to navigate a world that had been turned upside down. Yet even in the face of such tragedy, his love for cars provided a beacon of hope. But even through hard times, his love for cars stayed strong. He found solace in the mechanical intricacies of engines, spending countless hours learning and perfecting his craft. This dedication would become the foundation of his future success. He worked on engines, raced motorcycles, and dreamt of being famous in the car world. Each race, each repair, was a step closer to his dream. His determination was unwavering, and his skills grew with every challenge he faced. He was a great driver. His talent behind the wheel was undeniable, earning him respect and admiration from his peers. But Enzo's ambitions extended beyond just racing. He started racing professionally in the 1920s and became known for being brave and tough. His fearless approach and relentless pursuit of excellence set him apart in the competitive world of motorsports. But Enzo was more than just a driver. He had a deep understanding of what made a car truly exceptional. His knowledge of engineering and mechanics was unparalleled, and he was always looking for ways to innovate and improve. He knew about engineering, what made a car great. This insight was crucial, as it allowed him to envision vehicles that were not only fast but also reliable and beautifully designed. He wanted to create cars, not just drive them. His passion for design and innovation drove him to explore new possibilities, pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible in the automotive world. This desire led him to Alfa Romeo. Joining the company was a pivotal moment in his career, providing him with the platform to turn his dreams into reality. In 1920 he joined the company not as a driver but as a team manager. This role allowed him to combine his racing experience with his engineering expertise, leading to groundbreaking advancements in car design and performance. This was the first step to creating a legacy that would change the car world forever. Enzo Ferrari's journey from a young boy with a dream to a legendary figure in the automotive industry is a testament to the power of passion, perseverance, and innovation. Alfa Romeo, with its history of racing, was the perfect place for Enzo. He managed their racing team, helping drivers and learning how to be a leader. But Enzo wasn't happy just managing. He had a dream: to create something special. So in 1929, Scuderia Ferrari was born. Now, this wasn't a big factory yet. Scuderia Ferrari started as a racing team, a way for Enzo to have his own cars and drivers. Alfa Romeo helped, giving them cars, but the heart and soul was all Enzo. The team's early wins made Enzo famous in racing. Scuderia Ferrari, with its prancing horse logo, a symbol of power and grace, became known for speed, skill, and wanting to win. They won races across Europe, beating famous teams. But World War II stopped all racing. Factories were used for war, and the sound of engines was replaced by the sounds of fighting. But Enzo never gave up on his dream. He used the war years to plan for the time when racing would return. Enzo's time at Alfa Romeo was important. He learned how to build fast cars, the balance between power, handling, and how air flows over the car. He saw how much hard work it took to win races. But more importantly, he developed his own ideas about what a racing car, what any car should be. He believed in trying new things and making cars that were not just fast but also beautiful and elegant. This idea, this desire to make great cars, would be the most important part of Ferrari. It's what made him different. Enzo knew a car is more than just metal and rubber. It's a symbol of passion and human skill. But his time at Alfa Romeo wasn't always easy. There were disagreements, different ideas about what to do, maybe even some frustration. Enzo, with his strong beliefs, wasn't afraid to say what he thought, even if it upset people. World War II stopped all racing. Alfa Romeo stopped racing, and Enzo had to decide what to do. He could have quit, but Enzo Ferrari never gave up. During the war, he had to move his factory from Modena to Maranello, a move that turned out to be good. Maranello, a small town in Italy, would become the home of Ferrari, a place where car dreams were made. The war years were hard, things were scarce, factories were bombed, and no one knew what the future held. But Enzo never forgot his goal: to build his own cars, to create something that would last. He used this time to plan, improve his designs, and find talented engineers and mechanics who shared his passion. And so, in 1947, after the war, a new era in cars began. Ferrari, the company, was officially born. The prancing horse, now free from Alfa Romeo, was ready to take on the world. The first Ferrari car, the 125S, was very different from the sleek, powerful cars we see today. It was a small, simple racer with a 1.5-liter V12 engine that made 118 horsepower. That's not much by today's standards, but the 125S was a great car. It raced for the first time on May 11, 1947, in Italy. It didn't win, but it showed its potential, the speed and agility that would make Ferrari famous. Driven by Franco Cortese, the 125S showed the world that Ferrari was here. The 125S wasn't just a racing car, it showed what Ferrari wanted to do. It showed Enzo's vision of making cars that were both powerful and beautiful, like works of art, and it was just the start. The 125S led to many iconic cars that made Ferrari famous. From the beautiful 250 GTO to the powerful F40, each new model pushed the limits of performance and design, capturing the hearts of car lovers everywhere. The 125S was the first Ferrari, but the 166 Inter, launched in 1948, really showed that Ferrari was a serious car maker. Enzo knew something important. To pay for racing, he needed to build road cars, cars for people who wanted speed, style, and Italian design. The 166 Inter wasn't a simple racer. It was a Gran Turismo, a car designed for long, luxurious trips. It was elegant, with smooth lines that hinted at the power underneath. The 166 Inter was as good driving along the coast as it was on mountain roads. It had a 2.0-liter V12 engine that made 140 horsepower, a lot back then. This car could get attention anywhere. It was the perfect example of Ferrari's idea to make cars that are both beautiful and exciting. The 166 Inter also won races like the Mille Miglia and the Targa Florio. These wins showed that Ferrari could build cars for both racing and everyday driving. It was a winning idea, one that would define Ferrari for many years. When we talk about famous Ferraris, one name stands out, the 250 GTO. This car is not just a vehicle, it's a legend in the automotive world. Its name alone evokes images of speed, elegance, and unparalleled craftsmanship. The 250 GTO is a masterpiece that has captured the hearts of car enthusiasts and collectors alike. Launched in 1962, the 250 GTO, short for Gran Turismo Omologato, was more than just a car. It was amazing. It represented the pinnacle of Ferrari's engineering and design prowess at the time. The launch event itself was a spectacle, drawing attention from all corners of the automotive world. People knew they were witnessing something special. It was raw power, beautiful design, and racing history all in one. The 250 GTO was built to dominate the racetracks, and it did so with style and grace. Its performance was unmatched, and its design was a perfect blend of form and function. Every detail of the car was meticulously crafted to ensure it not only looked good, but also performed exceptionally well. Many people think it's the most beautiful car ever made. Its sleek lines and aggressive stance make it a true work of art. Car shows and events featuring the 250 GTO always draw large crowds, with people eager to catch a glimpse of this automotive icon. The admiration it receives is a testament to its timeless design and enduring appeal. Designed by Pininfarina, the 250 GTO's shape was a work of art. The collaboration between Ferrari and Pininfarina resulted in a car that was not only fast but also incredibly beautiful. The design was both functional and aesthetically pleasing, with every curve and line serving a purpose. The Pininfarina logo on the car is a mark of quality and excellence. Every curve had a purpose, for both looks and speed. The aerodynamic design of the 250 GTO allowed it to cut through the air with ease, enhancing its performance on the track. The car's sleek profile and flowing lines were not just for show, they were integral to its success as a racing machine. Driving the 250 GTO on a winding road is an experience like no other. It looked fast, even when it wasn't moving. The 250 GTO has a presence that commands attention, whether it's parked in a garage or displayed in a scenic location. Its design exudes speed and power, making it a standout even when stationary. The car's iconic look has made it a favorite among photographers and artists who strive to capture its essence in their work. But the 250 GTO wasn't just about looks. Underneath its stunning exterior lies a beast of an engine. The 250 GTO was equipped with a 3.0-liter V12 engine that produced 300 horsepower. This powerful engine allowed the car to reach a top speed of 174 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest cars of its time. The roar of the engine is music to the ears of car enthusiasts. It had a 3.0-liter V12 engine with 300 horsepower and a top speed of 174 miles per hour, one of the fastest cars of its time. The 250 GTO's performance on the track was nothing short of spectacular. It could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 6.1 seconds, a remarkable feat for its era. The car's handling and agility made it a favorite among racing drivers. Skilled drivers won many races with the 250 GTO, making it a true racing legend. The car's success on the track cemented its status as one of the greatest racing cars of all time. Drivers who had the privilege of racing the 250 GTO often spoke of its exceptional performance and handling. The car's racing pedigree is a key part of its legacy. Only 36 were ever made, making them very rare and valuable. The limited production run of the 250 GTO has made it one of the most sought-after cars in the world. Collectors and enthusiasts are willing to pay top dollar to own one of these rare gems. The exclusivity of the 250 GTO adds to its allure and mystique. They sell for millions of dollars today. The 250 GTO has become a symbol of wealth and status, with some models fetching prices upwards of $70 million at auction. The car's value continues to rise, making it a sound investment for those fortunate enough to own one. The high prices reflect the car's historical significance and unmatched desirability. The 250 GTO is more than a car. It's a symbol of a great time in racing, showing Ferrari's commitment to performance and design. It represents an era when racing was pure and unadulterated, and when Ferrari was at the forefront of automotive innovation. The 250 GTO is a testament to Ferrari's dedication to excellence and their passion for creating the ultimate driving machine. As the 1960s ended and the 1970s began, Ferrari kept innovating. The 365 GTB4, called the Daytona, though not officially by Ferrari, was a perfect example of this. Launched in 1968, the Daytona was very different from older Ferraris. It had a sharp, aggressive design, a long hood, and pop-up headlights. It looked fast and powerful. The Daytona had a 4.4-liter V12 engine with 352 horsepower, a lot back then. With a 5-speed manual transmission, it could go 174 miles per hour. It was the fastest production car in the world when it came out. The Daytona also won races like the 24 Hours of Le Mans and the 24 Hours of Daytona, making it one of the greatest Ferraris ever. The 1980s was the time of supercars, and Ferrari made the F40, a car that changed what high performance meant. Built for Ferrari's 40th anniversary, the F40 showed Enzo Ferrari's desire for perfection. With a twin-turbo 2.9-liter V8 engine making 478 horsepower, it went from 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds and could go over 200 miles per hour. The Enzo Ferrari, launched in 2002, had a carbon fiber body and a 6-liter V12 engine making 651 horsepower. The LaFerrari combined a 6.3-liter V12 with an electric motor for a total of 950 horsepower, showing Ferrari's innovation and commitment to performance. Ferrari has worked with many famous designers, but Pininfarina is special. Founded in 1930, Pininfarina designed iconic Ferraris like the 250 GTO and the F40. Their designs were both beautiful and functional, creating timeless classics. Even now, Pininfarina's legacy inspires Ferrari. We can't talk about Ferrari without talking about racing. Enzo Ferrari wanted to win, conquering the world's toughest tracks. Scuderia Ferrari raced against Alfa Romeo and Maserati, winning early endurance races. The Ferrari 166mm dominated, and drivers like Alberto Ascari and Luigi Chinetti became famous. In Formula One, Ferrari became a legend from the very first race in 1950. Formula One in the 1950s was very dangerous. Ferrari did well with cars like the Tipo 125 and 375 F1, powered by V12 engines. Alberto Ascari won Ferrari's first Formula One World Championship in 1952, and he dominated the 1952 and 1953 seasons. Juan Manuel Fangio joined Ferrari in 1956 and won the World Championship. These early wins made Ferrari a top team in Formula One. Many great drivers have raced for Ferrari. Niki Lauda won 2 world championships, including a comeback after a terrible crash. Gilles Villeneuve is remembered as a brave driver. Alain Prost almost won a championship for Ferrari, adding to Ferrari's racing history. Racing, especially early Formula One, was dangerous. Many drivers died in the 1950s and 1960s. Enzo Ferrari was sad about these tragedies but kept racing. Despite the risks, Ferrari kept going, honoring the memory of those lost. Enzo Ferrari was a complicated man. He was involved in every part of his team, wanting the best from everyone. He died in 1988, leaving behind a company known for speed, style, and exclusivity. The 1990s were tough for Ferrari until Michael Schumacher joined in 1996. Schumacher started a new era of winning, with 5 world championships from 2000 to 2004. He and Ferrari were perfect together. The Schumacher era brought Ferrari back to the top of racing. Ferrari is more than fast cars, it's a lifestyle. Owning a Ferrari means joining a special club. Enzo Ferrari made road cars that were fast and beautiful, symbols of success. These cars were works of art, made for people who appreciate the best. The Ferrari logo, a black horse on a yellow shield, is famous. It came from Francesco Baracca, a World War I pilot, and became a symbol of power. The Ferrari logo is on everything from clothes to kitchen appliances. It shows how powerful the brand is, going beyond cars to become part of our culture. You can't talk about Ferrari without talking about its impact on popular culture. From movies to magazines, Ferrari is a symbol of a certain lifestyle. How many movies have a Ferrari in them? From Steve McQueen in a 250 GT California Spider and Bullet, to Tom Cruise in a 250 GTO in Vanilla Sky, Ferraris have been in famous car chases and movie scenes. And it's not just movies. Ferraris are in music videos, TV shows, and video games. The engine sound and sleek design are cool, and everyone wants to be a part of it. Ferrari is a status symbol for the rich and famous, from rock stars to royalty. We're talking about limited edition supercars that cost millions. Cars most of us can only dream of, but that's part of what makes Ferrari so special. It's exclusive, hard to get, and very desirable. In the 2000s, we saw a new kind of supercar, the hypercar. These cars were incredibly fast and technologically advanced. Ferrari, along with Porsche and McLaren, made 3 cars known as the Holy Trinity of hypercars. These were amazing cars. First was the Ferrari LaFerrari, a hybrid with a V12 engine and an electric motor making 950 horsepower. It could go from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds and had a top speed over 217 miles per hour. Then there was the Porsche 918 Spider, another hybrid hypercar, and the McLaren P1, with a carbon fiber body and a powerful engine. These 3 cars were the best of the best, and they showed that Ferrari was a leader in hypercars. So, what's next for Ferrari? The car world is changing fast, with electric cars, self-driving technology, and stricter rules. Can a company with so much history adapt? Well, Ferrari has always found a way. They've already made hybrid cars like the LaFerrari and SF90 Stradale, showing they're not afraid of new technology. But one thing's for sure, Ferraris will always be about emotion, passion, and the thrill of driving. They will always be exclusive, desirable, and special. Maybe Ferrari will go all electric, making silent, super-fast cars. Or maybe they'll find a way to keep the gasoline engine, making their V8S and V12S even better. The future of Ferrari will be exciting. So that's the story of Ferrari, from a small start in Italy to a global icon. It's a story of passion, ambition, and a desire for perfection for over 70 years. Enzo Ferrari's dream to build legends came true. From the loud V12S of the 1950s to the hybrid hypercars of today, Ferrari has always pushed the limits. But it's not just about the cars, it's about the people, the drivers, the engineers, the designers. Ferrari is more than a car company. It's a symbol of Italian excellence, showing what people can do. It's about that feeling you get when you hear a Ferrari engine, that desire to drive and feel the speed. The future of cars is uncertain. Electric cars, self-driving cars, new rules, it's a lot. But Ferrari will be leading the way, adapting, innovating, and staying true to its values. They'll keep building cars that make your heart race, cars that are beautiful to look at, cars that capture the spirit of Enzo Ferrari, that desire for perfection. So, the next time you see the Ferrari horse, think about what it means. It's a symbol of a company that has always done great things, overcome challenges, and made a mark on the world of cars and beyond. Ferrari, a name that will always mean speed, style, and the joy of driving. Here's to the next 70 years. Forza Ferrari.